Welcome back. Today, I'm just gonna yap about a game that I recently finished. I've been going through my catalog of games that I have played before, and I know for a fact I want to go back to because not every game I have that I dropped I want to go back to. And I'm gonna be a lot more honest with myself than how I feel like other people are, because everybody wants to talk about backlog culture, but no one actually wants to play their games. So, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Man. Okay. The last time I played this game was back in 2022. And at that point, I had, I don't know what was going on. I messed up quite a lot. About like over half of my class was just dead. um, like, not dead because it was pre time skip, but they were not usable units. And some of them, since I screwed up in the pre time skip, they are just not. Their in credit cards just show them as like dying after the war or just vanishing, so that's cool. um, so I went with the Edelgard route. Um, I think at the time I went with her route because I like magic. They have a lot of magic users. Um, I like the colors, and honestly, I think that was mostly it. Just magic and colors. I didn't know how different the routes were going to be. This is pretty much the first Fire Emblem game that I have beaten, but not the first that I have played. I believe the first one I have played was Awakening, or I played Three Houses first and then played Awakening. I can't remember. Either way, um, I'm still a Fire Emblem newbie for the most part. Like, I played a bit of Fates, played a bit of Awakening, played and beaten Three Houses. Will I do another playthrough? Probably. I don't know if I'll play through all four routes. I just don't see myself doing that. I might just do like, because I split my save since I did Edo route. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to that. Um, so I can go back and do the Silver Snow whenever. I just don't really have the motivation to do it. I'm gonna go Blue Lines this time, and maybe next time, if I decide to do another route, I will definitely do Golden Deer. I know how the Golden Deer story goes because I figured when I finished this, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do three whole playthroughs, so I'll just pick one more route and look at the story for how the other one goes. And I like what I saw. I like what I saw in Golden Deer. I didn't see anything in for the Blue Lions route except for like the traumatized fucking Dimitri. But other than that, I'm gonna go Blue Lions this time. I already started my save. I don't know when I'll like fully commit to it. Since right now my next three games that I want to finally finish up is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, Unicorn Overlord, and Immortal Phoenix Rising. Now, why I dropped these games with the Nocturne, I didn't really fully drop it. I just put it on pause so that I could finish SMT5 Vengeance, which sucks because I originally paused that game to play Shin Megami Tensei 5 originally. So pause it twice for not the same game because 5 Vengeance is so much more, but also still the same game. Immortal Phoenix Rising, I dropped it because I kind of wanted something more serious, but I have been listening to Epic the Musical a lot, so hey, I'm in a Greek mood, so going in to play it. And Unicorn Overlord, I got I got about a good 15 to 20 hours in, and I just put a pause on it. And I think that was mostly because I was just tired of playing my Switch at the time. So going back to these games, and I can't wait. Another game I also finished lately was Astral Chain. Astral Chain was dope. Some chapters kind of feel like a waste of time in terms of the pacing, but I'm not really gonna talk about that game this time. I want to talk about Fire Emblem Three Houses. I love this game. It got me to like, well, no, Unicorn Overlord got me to like tactical games, but this game was really really fun. I had fun just customizing these units, figuring out what I was doing, figuring out how to play because I decided to continue. I decided to go the harder route of just continuing where I left off at rather than restart and not screw up this time. So Hubert, the orange hair guy, okay, the white hair guy, blue hair guy, I think his name is Casper, um, and like one other unit. I didn't have any of them. I think the latest person that I screwed up with was Hubert. He was the last person I screwed up with, and the only reason why I didn't restart that was because um, I think I just wanted that chapter over. And wait, no. I think I didn't realize what settings I was on when Hubert died in battle, and then I go back and I see that he's not on my roster anymore, and I'm like, oh, I'm on classic. And then I go online and it's like, oh, if people die in classic pre-time skip, they're not really dead. I'm like, okay. But then I didn't continue reading because if I continued reading, I would know that they're not usable units ever again. So that was it. I was able to recruit some people from other houses. I recruited the other professors, even the hot archer lady. I had a good lineup. It sucks that I screwed up so hard, but hey, I made a recovery. I had a good unit. I feel like if I had all my units, it would have made that last fight much less stressful. But hey, I killed Dragon Rhea. It was fun. I chose to side with Edelgard. Sure, it's the shortest route. Sure, people say that it's the most incomplete. I would argue it feels complete. Now, I do have some nitpicks with it, like the ones who slither. I'm not the biggest fan of that kind of just being like, oh yeah, after the war was over, Edelgard and um, the professor would rage war on them, and yeah, they killed my dad. I want to kill them on screen, but fine, whatever. There were so many other things going on. I can forgive them. Not fully though, but it's whatever. Um, I just think overall the Hitogar route was really really satisfying. It was really 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 good. I like it. I like the concept of religious trauma and her being motivated by her religious trauma and just using that to want to make a better world. It's literally that. Because he's like, hey, I would like to dismantle our current system because the current system we put people with crest on a high pedestal and treat anyone that doesn't have one kind of like shit, and that's kind of not cool. So let's not do that. And of course, it also like wants to. It also aims to throw a sharp axe right at the church and just dismantle that. Unify the whole continent by getting rid of the church and uniting the three major landmasses, whatever they are: the kingdom, the alliance, and the empire. Unite them all. And I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. Now, Rhea, for the most part, for like a part of the game, I was like, damn, I hope I can romance this lady because she's kind of nice on the eyes, kind of easy on the eyes. And then pretty much after I decided, this is where I split my save, by the way. But when I sided with Edelgard, I was like, oh, she's just kind of crazy, because for like most of the game, she's like, yeah, we should take care of the evil people in like a swiftful manner. That's what they're doing is not okay. Let's stop them. But you immediately side with her. She's like, I will rip out your heart and feast on it, and I will destroy Edelgard. I will rip her head off and drag it across the battlefield, spreading blood all over the monastery. I need them dead. And it's like, hey, yo, I get it. I betrayed you. But What is your problem? Um, and then later on, I would get more context on why she tweaked like that. It's because she was hoping that we were going to be the vessel to bring back her mother, who doesn't even remember her. Sothis probably doesn't even. She never even throughout the whole game. She doesn't even like Rhea. She's just like, I got bad feelings about this one. And then only to get there and like, yeah, I came from Sothis, and it's like, well, that sucks because if she came here right now, she would probably not remember you. She's still so out of it. But and then if I side even when I sided with her, she just kept sounding so deranged, and it's like, all right, why should I stay here? You sound so crazy. Like I get it. Let's take out the enemy, but you're kind of tweaking a little. You know, let's reel it a little back. We've had other people that we treated just even during that whole mission where we're killing the people that broke into the holy tomb and take Crest. She's treating them. She has such a calmer demeanor with it. She's like, "Oh no, we should stop them." I'm like, okay, but then the cursing and the threats, and then it's like, "Whoa, hey." Um, I think my favorite unit was either my character with the Enlightened one, Edelgard with Emperor, and of course the Archer Lady. She was so good. Oh yeah, and Alois loved him as a unit. He's solid. Everybody else was all right. Well, not all right. Like I know the Death Knight guy, phenomenal, amazing. I put him in the worst places sometimes, and I was like, I got faith that he's making it out of this. And usually he did. There was only like one time where he died, and I re-rolled that. But I mean, I rewinded that. But other than that, he endured most of this. Like I'm saying, I left him in front of Rhea in her dragon form final mission with like 15 HP, and he dodged that. I'm like, okay, look at this. I love being able to customize my units and go against how the game wants it to sometimes. Um, Now, romance option. I romanced Bernie. She just seemed cute, adorable. I would have preferred to romance someone that was also on payroll, so like, you know, sniper. But she wasn't in my lineup. My lineup of options was Soltis, Edelgard, and Bernie, and I got Bernie. Edelgard, I went in my head, her and the character treated like family, royal advisor. That's how I wanted to leave him. And then the way she was interacting with Dorothea seemed very lesbian coded to an extent if you max out their bond. Um, and they're hanging out together, in my ending, and that's cool. I love the ending cards. Like, it really personalizes the experience even more. Now, what my next Fire Emblem game from here might be, I don't know. I think I might do Blue Lions, and then I'm gonna go play Awakenings on my modded 3DS, and then I'll begin to delve into Fates. I gotta set aside something for that. But overall, I love this route. I love it. I love it. I love it. It was fun. Um, First time finishing a Fire Emblem game. I know there's some people that's like, oh, Three Houses is the weakest one, and people are like, oh, Three Houses is my favorite. I don't really care to be sold on what is the best and worst. I had fun with this. Other people had fun with it, and I'm glad. Some people didn't like it as much. I understand their viewpoints, especially after finishing this first route. I don't know if, again, I don't think I'm going to do all four routes. I think I'm going to get tired before then. But only way I'm doing all four routes is if I put a pin after this upcoming route and just come back to it later on the road. What stops me the most, and this is a con, is that chapters 1 through 11, I gotta play through that every time. And it's the same regardless of who you use. It's just, depending on what school you get, um, different characters and some interaction differences, but you still, much of the same content is still there. And it's just like, okay, cool. Now I gotta wait till like have to get halfway through the game just to get like the unique experience. I wish the character could be customized more than just picking the body type. Um, Awakenings was on the right path, even though it was still a little odd because they were like, "Hey, customize your character, pick their face and gender, and that's it." It's like, why can't I pick? Oh, you can do hair color. Okay, can I do skin color too? Like, nah, no skin color, but you can do hair color. And it's like, what's the point? What is this? 2005 in a Korean MMO? Come on, but that's okay because on my 3DS I got a mod that makes my character black. So hey, one of these days I'll make a video where I have finished Three Houses. I mean, not Three Houses, Awakening, and I can make a review on that. But that won't be today. For now, um, these are pretty much my thoughts. Yeah, that's kind of it. So see you next time.